Hi, welcome to myprojectbazaar.com.
The requested title is Hybrid Cloud Approach for Secure Authorized Deduplication. Move on abstract. Data deduplication is one of the most important data compression techniques for eliminating duplicate copies of repeating data and has been widely used in cloud storage to reduce the amount of storage space and save bandwidth. To protect the confidentiality of sensitive data while supporting deduplication, the conversion encryption technique has been proposed to encrypt the data before outsourcing. To better protect the data security, its purpose makes the course attempt to formally address the problem of authorized data duplication. Different from traditional deduplication systems, the differential privileges of users are further considered in duplicate privilege data itself. We also perform several new deduplication constructions supporting authorized duplicate checks in a hybrid cloud architecture. Security analysis demonstrates that our scheme is secure in terms of the definition described in the proposed security model. As a proof of concept, we implement a prototype of our proposed authorized deduplication system and conduct specific experiments using our prototype. We show that our proposed authorized duplicate check system incurs minimal overhead compared to normal operations. Next flow of the project. First, data owner will get the file and will generate the tag for getting the token from the private server. And data owner will request to private server by sending file tag. Private server will get the file tag from the data owner and will generate the token and share the token to the data owner. Data owner will get the token here and encrypt the data based on token and will store the data into public server based on token. And public server will perform duplicate check if the file is already available or not. File is already available, the data owner needs to perform proof of ownership. Otherwise, file will be stored into public server database.
Let's start execution of project. So, can start execution by clicking the Start Debugging button. This is the login panel of the user. User should provide email ID and password to log in into the panel. The user is not registered. User should provide user details into a new user form. So I am providing details of user here. Contact number of the user and address of the user, and select the identity role of the user, and I am providing the identity number for the selected role, and I am providing the email ID of the user. Password, and I am selecting the profile picture of the user, which is an image, and selected image will be displayed here. And by clicking sign up button, we can register the details into the database, and here we can view the saved details from the database. So I move on to login panel. I am providing registered email ID and password to log into the panel. This is the home page of the user. First, how to get the file to store, which is to be stored into a public server. So I am getting any file from the system, and I am getting the file details here, and file details such as file name, creator, date and time, access time, type of the file, size of the file, location of the file, and full name of the file, that is full path of the file with name. And we are saving the details into a database. If the file is already exists in the database, it will show my shell boxes file already exists. So we can move on to file tag generation. Here I am generating file tag based on file name and login user ID and I'm clicking right button to write the details, these details into a database, and write these details as a text file, and I'm sending this file tag to the private server. Before that, how to create a folder as hybrid cloud files for the both uses such as data owner, private server and public server, and we can empty this folder. When I'm sending the details of the file, we can get this file as randomly. So how to create empty folder from the E drive. So for sending the file tag to the private server, and we have to execute the private server. And this is the private server panel. We have to select the receive path to receive the file tag from the receive sender. So I'm selecting the private server, which is already we have created empty folder. So I'm clicking the start receiving to start the receiving the sender file. Now after selected path, we have to load the file to send to the private server. So I'm loading the file tag, which is created already. So it will send to the private server, and these are the communication process from between private server and receiver. Next we have to generate the token. Private server will generate the token based on the file tag which is received from the client. So I'm looking at get file tag. We can get the file tag which already sent and generate the token based on received file tag. This is user ID and file tag. Based on this user ID and file tag, we are generating the file token, and we are saving the details into a database and saving the details as a text file. And next share token. For share the token to the client, we have to select receive the path as data owner and start receiving to start the receiving of the file. So I'm getting the token, which is file token. I'm selecting the file token to send the file to the data server, and file is transferred. Now we can close the private server, and by clicking view token we can get the token of the file. And next is file encryption. File encryption is then for the store the file into the public server. So I'm reading the original file now. This is the original file. I'm generating the key for encrypt the original text. I'm clicking encrypt button. The message will be encrypted, and encrypted message will be stored in as a text file into a client side. So next is a privilege key. A privilege key is mainly for to prove the ownership of the file into a public server during deduplication process. So I'm getting the time-based privilege and role-based privilege. These privileges get based on the file. So I'm saving the details and viewing the file from these details, and I'm generating the key and encrypting the privileges and encrypted successfully. And next we are uploading the encrypted file into a public server. For that we have to execute the public server. So I'm debugging the public server. Now we have to select the received path in public side for receiving the encrypted file from the client side. So I'm selecting the received path as public server. So start receiving, and by clicking view file, received encrypted file. Before that we have to send the file. So we are loading the encrypted file to transfer into a cloud. So encrypted file. File is transferred, and here we can view the file, encrypted file. This is the received encrypted file. And next one is deduplication process. For deduplication process we are getting the file tag and by clicking duplicate check file storage allowed, that is file is already not available, so file storage allowed. So here we can store the file into a database.